Hi there, everybody. My name is Damon, and I'm going to explain how I wrote the song Daisy, which is on my full-length album. It's kind of cold in here right now. I'm in my van, and I'm in Seattle, Washington at the moment, booking some shows, and I have my guitar and whatnot here. I'm not going to be too technical with how I wrote the song, but I am going to give a little bit of the background and kind of the inspiration for this song as I go along. We're going to listen to it together. But first off, I did start it on my acoustic guitar. I pretty much sat right here and started it. I used paper and pen to write the song, which is something that I don't often do, because I didn't write down anything until I actually really liked what it sounded. And that's something I usually don't do, because on my computer, I wrote down everything, and it ends up being just like a smorgasbord of just so many words. So the song was actually written pretty quickly. It only took me about 2 days to write a song. So enough talk, let's listen to the song.
October blooms, apple orchards, and the sweetest cider that you ever tasted.
Alright, so right off the bat, it's a pretty good pop melody right there established. So October blooms, so right off the bat, this song I kind of wanted to be in the fall. I was born in October. The song is about kind of going on a date with a girl, I think. That's kind of the vision that I had in my head. I grew up in Minnesota, so there's a lot of apple orchards in Minnesota, and I went on a date probably when I was 17 with a girl to an apple orchard, and I remember it just being one of the best places to ever go on a date. I just found that like apple orchards do kind of bloom around September, and they kind of go away by October. Then it's usually pumpkin season around there. We got a whole song. We don't want to talk too much.
Caramel hair blowing with the leaves, chills of autumn, and she's my very favorite.
Yeah, I think that's a nice little sweet saying. I kept it very natural. That was kind of the sound I was kind of going for. Caramel hair fit the apples kind of theme, but it also was like showed a little bit of naturalness and humanness that I wanted to bring to the song. I didn't want it to sound like it was too fantasy world, like, platinum blonde bimbo I'm on a date with.
And I hold her, her thick sweater.
So almost every girl I've dated is always cold, and my ex-girlfriend in particular was always cold, and she wore a thick sweater. She would wear a blanket around if it was like socially acceptable. That's kind of where it inspired that line right there, because it just is something, especially in the fall, girls are gonna wear like a super thick sweater, so it fits.
And she's grown, sweet as the weather.
And I find that line right there just sums up the first half of that song right there, and I think it really sets up the chorus very well, so I'm proud of that line. So Daisy, right? That's kind of the whole like theme. I didn't really come up with Daisy as like a name of like a girl or anything like that. However, a lot of songs I write that are particularly really good tend to have like a girl's name in them. I've written Holly, I've written Come On Amber. So Daisy's just like another one that kind of has that theme of like, it's a girl's name, it kind of fits. I think the name came from like another date that I was on, and it was like just like a nice vegan restaurant that we went to, and there was like flowers on, there were actually sunflowers, I think, but they could have been daisies, I'm not sure. And they were kind of like in the centerpiece of that date. I remember like how well those fit with like the whole thing, and I don't know, I just found that Daisy is just kind of like a good name. So anyway, best friend Zach Payne was the one that produced this song, and he added all of the electronics in here. He added the drums, the bass, everything that's not just a guitar and voice, he added, and I think he did a really good job.
Apples fall right on my head again. My head hurts, but my heart's alright.
The verse 2 is not really carrying a whole lot of weight. It's just kind of fitting the theme of the song. So I feel like it's really just kind of like giving the song a little bit more air to breathe, kind of be like comfortable with the song, reestablishing the melody.
A million reasons why I stare. She's got got the light in her beautiful eyes.
The original idea to that was that like the apple in someone's eye, right? Like she's the apple to in my eye or something like that, or I'm the apple to her eye. I don't remember the phrase exactly, but I didn't really like, there's too many apples. There's like apple orchards and then apples fall, and then I was like apple in the eye. I was like too many apples, so I just changed the apple to light, and I found that that kind of fit a little bit better. So it was like she's got the light in her beautiful eyes, and I found that it still kind of captured what I wanted, but without saying apple.
And I hold her, her thick sweater. She's grown, yeah, cold as the weather.
Just did not like sweet as the weather. Saying that again, it just did not feel right, and I wanted something that was cold as the weather, and I feel like it doesn't come off as literal. It kind of comes off as just like super chill and vibing, so I kind of like that a lot. The only thing with that phrase that I don't like was that there's actually a really like specific glitch in weather that happened with the technology I was using in the recording process, and it was just like I couldn't fix it. So there's something in there that, like, thank God for auto-tune and processing, because we were able to kind of like fix this weather thing going on. So anyway, it sounds better. As I was saying, when I wrote this song, I used paper and pen. I was really passionate about using kind of older technology at the time, even though this was only a couple months ago. So I was using paper and pen, and I bought a really nice pen, buying like this really cool ink. It was like this blue ink that went really cool with it, the paper. But the thing leaked all the time. So as I was writing the song, Daisy, the pen would leak all over the place, and it got super annoying. And even though like it doesn't fit the song whatsoever, I put it in there because I was like, I got old papers and spilled ink. I think that what I was really trying to say with that is that there's nothing that I would want to lie to her this time, because I mean, honestly, I've been in relationships in the past and I wasn't very honest with them. Literally, like how I feel right now in the future, I never want to do that again. And so like that still really captures how I'm feeling, even though I completely took it from an accident as I was writing the song that totally sucked. I had to throw the pen away, and it was like a $15 pen. It was such a waste.
My strawberry fields died.
So Strawberry Fields died. So I actually took that from the Beatles. They have a song that's called Strawberry Fields Forever, and I was like, you know, I'm gonna make it dark. So let's continue with the song.
Our dreams went cold, and the mango trees weeping dry, but I made room to grow.
Kind of took that completely from my ex-girlfriend again. So my ex-girlfriend, she loved mangoes. If she was a tree, she would be a mango tree, without a doubt. And I also took this from Mango Tree. I wish I had a mango tree, from Angus and Julie Stone. And I just found that, man, mango trees just are very musical. So I added that to the line. And what I guess it really means is that sometimes you have to let really good people go and hurt them a lot in order to grow. And that's kind of what this bridge really means. And then, you know, I ended up with Daisy, which that's a song. Alright, so that is the song Daisy. I hope you guys like this video. Please comment, subscribe, and listen to my other music. Listen to the whole thing if you haven't already. But that is it. Thank you for watching. Take care, everybody.